forgiveness. I wanna give you my heart. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside of me. Finally, I'm happy to be, 'cause I got love with your baby. Stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be, baby, in your arms and just like.
Now from the banks of Lake Erie, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns.
Cam Little to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Cook. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing, Cook. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cook. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Pioneer. 70 Rangers, Warriors, 70.
Looking to throw. Cook. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here we go on 4th down. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Looking to put a drive together. Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Smith going to change the play. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now they'll shift things around. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the Ravens first down.
Out of the gun, Smith. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And this is what we talk, game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught downfield by Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after here coming up. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Cam Little to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. To throw is Cook. Throwing to start the drive. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Second and 10. Operating from the gun, Cook. It's complete to Langford. And they work this run upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
48-yard line.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Cook. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Cook. It's caught. Here's Langford. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. to throw. Cook. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
They kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw, Smith. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Smith here, an audible at the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Schroeder.
First and goal, Baltimore.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 60, at the 60.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hawk 70, 70 Lion.
That is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Extra point forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team.
Well, he tries to force it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready? Count up, 15, Pioneer. Check, Smash. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19, let's go now.
Now the first carry for Bush. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Buffalo 18, Dragon 60. Go.
Looking to throw. Cook. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They've got his man complete. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have regained the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 17-14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Takes it to about the 37. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
79 broke. 19 tight. Cut 19. Cut 19.
Now it's Smith. This is intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. Sanchez. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
Back to throw. Cook. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final shot before break. Smith throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Smith. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Fletcher. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Smith going to move him around.
They'll look to throw again.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Here's Cook, throwing to start the drive. Throws right side, and that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
First and 10.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 33 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for two here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18, Pioneer. Check go.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Taken down. This will be a Brown sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. 14. Smith now to throw. Smith. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete.
First down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And now Smith going to change the play.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fletcher. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Smith. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
To throw is Smith. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Smith. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
They snap it to Smith.
These guys running back out of the backfield.
They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out make this a successful drive.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. this game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Second down and 8. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Let's go. Rock roll 80. Let's stay 19. 75. 18. Rock 18. Rock. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
Now Cook. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Let's go now. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 ring. 70 ring. Warriors 19 Lion. Ready?
Throwing, Cook. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
70 Timberwolf. Dragon 60. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Looking to throw. Cook. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Well, they've been back on the heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
60 Eagles. 79 Broncos. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks.
To throw once more on second and 10. Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Just because you've got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Bears 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Here we go. Sack. 7-5. Panther 6. 18 left. 18 left. 18. Pioneer. Mustang. Hey. Smash Bronco. Check out.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Bronco 80. Go track. Go track.
Back to throw. Cook. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome.
After the interception, here's Smith. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 14-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. Going up top. He's got him in. Complete.
He's to the 15.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Taking it in.
And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now, we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away.
Escapes the defender.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Cook.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
19 Lions. Trap 60, trap 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Go.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
Mustang 19. Cougar 19. 70 Warriors 73. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw. Cook. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Back to throw. Cook. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Smith.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Smith to throw.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And Smith here, an audible at the line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
First down,
Smith.
He finds his man, complete. That's Fletcher. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's first down.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready to work, ready to work. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Smith's going to throw it.
And this one is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Ready, ready.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 70 Timberwolves.
Smith now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his helmet. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down.
19, Nike, 18. Go.
Now Smith. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Now it's Smith. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Young. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
And Charles, of interest here, that last throw is going to put him over 20,000 yards passing for his career, and that's not a bad number.
You're exactly right about that, and even though it's nowhere near the top of the leaderboard, because when you think about it, Brady and Breeze, they've done that 4 times over. But when you hit 20,000, let's face it, only a little over 100 guys have ever done that in the NFL. It's worthy of some applause.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we'll take a break. This will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this game is tied.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. Smith going to move them around.
Smith throwing to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Webb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now they'll change things up.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
To the ground. This time it's Anderson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, a strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, Anderson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Smith. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. A chance now to strike first in the overtime session and get a big leg up. 1st and goal.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And his kick is indeed good. And they have regained the lead. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown would win it.
Now a first throw here in overtime. It's intercepted.
So we've had a made field goal on one side, a made field goal on the other, and now the costly interception, Charles, as this overtime session continues.
Can you believe it? Both teams were matching each other point for point, kick for kick. Now one big mistake here in overtime, and that could end it, because if he gets a chance to kick a field goal here and win it, the smiles on that sideline will be huge.
Yeah, and he's already made that one here in overtime, so the confidence probably sky high.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.